way you can zoom in?
It's upside down.
I'm not gonna lead any music for the purpose of this piece. First, I want to thank Natasha. I want to tell her that I appreciate everything she does and the platform that she gives us to exercise our gifts that God has given. She's one of the hardest working women I know, so that should always be said. So this piece is called Perception. You know, sometimes I feel like we get in those moments where we go to church just to please our itchy ears, and we're not even sure that we know what we know what we know. So this poem is it articulates how easy our perception can be manipulated. So sometimes it gets like real heavy with wordplay and stuff like that. But all right. I know God, and I'm atheist. Now wait. Before you go and relay those words that my life conveys no word, stop and listen. You probably missed my play on words. See, an atheist says there's no God, but me, I know God, and I'm atheist. Can I be honest? It kind of feels like the church is playing some of the signs of Judas. We compromised over a few chips. Mindless. But don't mind me as I try to prove it. It's like in secret we sin. We hit the pulpit and change faster than silence movements. So the church becomes this large funeral home. And every sermon is embalming fluids. And the pews are the graveyard. Yet we disguise it as these pilots that will lead us to prevail, and the saints are like blind asthmatics. We never see ourselves in hell. Well, our perception can be corrupt. Do we question the things we trust, or do we believe it because it feels good? Well, then the only thing that's been perfected is our lust. See, if we hear it but don't research it, that's pretty negligent of us. We ain't even get tricked to eat off the tree this time. Our own desires led us to the stump, so I'm stumps. Woo! See, the Bible taught me my ignorance can be destructive, but it seems the things we don't know, we put trust in. That's dysfunctional. But this is how we choose to function. So now we idolize these giant monuments of nothing. Amen. But why are we so quick to follow things with no substance? Are we Drago falling to the rock because we rushing? Well, only some may weather the storm, and if you get hit, keep punching. Saints, we got to stay on our jobs, and every day we got to punch in with no clock outs. That's a cop-out. We can't use our afflictions as crutches. Man, we like Cinderella with that pumpkin. We be trying to see the wheel out of nothing. Now, if someone can describe Christ and you blindly accept it, not knowing if it's right or wrong, then how can you say in your life that Christ is shown? See, a husband knows his bride whenever the wife comes home, but if the wife don't know the husband, doesn't something in that picture sound slightly wrong? But I guess the Bible got to you. You think amnesia leaves you justified. Well, that ain't sound judgment. It sounds as if we think justice died. No man knows the date or the hour, but our God will show up just in time to separate the real from the fake. And that's just on this little red thing that pumps inside. Well, all puns aside. Ain't it ironic that we gotta die daily to see life? No, let me rephrase that. We gotta get hooked to the background if we want to see light. No. We gotta be salt in that living water. We gotta have a sea life. But how many of y'all want to be light and see and be light? Well, don't say that we write this free style of ours has led to our maliciousness. We need to humble ourselves. We are infants trying to understand something that's infinite. The church has been focused on the church. How inconsiderate. Figure this. If we ain't doing nothing but worrying about the bride, then we ain't even saints. We feminists. We just trying to... We just trying to... The church has been focused on the church. How inconsiderate. Figure this. If we ain't even doing nothing but worry about the bride, and we ain't saints. We feminists. We just try to bait them in with lines. But that ain't what Christ meant by fishermen. That's a slave master's mentality. We just advertising the whips. I guess we fishing off a dealership. Let me quit. Can we speak plain English? Because right now we in a modern war. The spirit versus the flesh. And our call of duty is to reach outside the Lord. But we got that adulterous spirit. We know that's the only reason why God allowed divorce. But here's my challenge. If you were made in God's image, is stop trying to make God in yours. But I understand, I get it. In this age of social media, I guess we'd rather give them the gospel through our Instagram filters.